V, the extraction-based main character tune, one of the best when the game came out, and she was one of the best for a while. Until other tunes came out, which eventually outclassed her in terms of extraction. So, what went wrong? V was one of the first 12 tunes that came out when the game was released. At the time, she was the best extractor in the game, and that would be the case for a while. She could glow during blackouts, she could extract, and she could highlight twisteds to the distractor, making her very useful in the long run. This not only made V the best extractor, but one of the best tunes overall. However, V had some weaknesses. For example, if you go look at her stat pool, she has 2-star speed and 2-star stealth. Well, stealth is only a minor inconvenience. It's the fact that she's so slow, which makes her having low stealth very bad. These weaknesses would be the exact reason why she's overshadowed in today's meta. But for a while, nothing really changed. V was still the best extractor in the game, and there wasn't even any close competition about that. There was Shelly, but V was still better to many people, including myself. There was also Glisten during the Sprout update, which he also had 5-star extraction speed, but he only had 3-star skill check. And V was a lot better since she benefited the team outside of her own stats. On March 14th, 2025, Yada was released, and this hit V hard. V's main thing was having 5-star extraction speed and 4-star skill check, being the best extractor in the game. However, her weaknesses was the fact that she was pretty slow. Now, if you're wondering what this has to do with that, just take a look at Yada's stats for a second. Yep, 5-star extraction speed, 3-star skill check, and 4-star movement speed, all in the same kit. And as an insult to injury, she can drop boxer chocolates too. She has all this while having 3 hearts too, meaning she isn't even a main, yet she outclasses 3 of them in the game, being Astro, Barbette, and V. This honestly really sucks for her because she's gonna get less users now, but it's fine. Surely nothing can go wrong. I mean, it's just one tune, and V still does have a decent amount of users, just not as much after the Yada update. So nothing can go wrong, right? Everything went wrong for V this update, mainly because of Sylvester and Gordy's release. We're gonna look at Sylvester's stats first. He has 4 hearts, 5-star skill check, and 5-star extraction speed, which is way better than V in terms of extraction speed. But as tunes, I still think V is better, but Sylvester is still a good alternative to V. And now we're going to be looking at the main one who outclassed her, aka Gordy. 5-star skill check, 5-star extraction speed, and 4-star movement speed. This pretty much just knocks V out the meta at this point. I mean, Gordy, he's pretty much the definitive all-rounder. He can be a distractor, albeit if you're skilled enough to distract on 1-star stamina. He could be an extractor, as we just showed from his stats, and he could be a decent survivalist thanks to the fact that his stats can benefit himself in any way. And it honestly really sucks since V was actually a good tune. She had a lot going for her, and she was actually in the meta for a while. Other tunes just became what she already is, but without the added weaknesses on V. Oh, it's Hello Neighbor. I'd appreciate it if you do what he said. Anyways, just because V is outclassed, that doesn't mean she's bad. Actually, I think V is still pretty good, just not as good as she used to be. Now, V is pretty slow, so I'd recommend you put a speed trinket on her. I think a good trinket combination if you want to prioritize speed since you already have good extraction is Vanity and Pink Bow. This can help you get to the elevator faster, and Pink Bow it's just overall good for running in general. Now, if you're one of those hardcore extractor Vs who just care about extraction and not speed at all, then a tip I give for you is do not use V mode. V's extraction is already good enough, so she doesn't need V mode in order to breeze through machines, as she can already do that on her own. If you want to breeze through machines without using V mode, then you can use magnifying glass and participation award. It's pretty good coupled with the fact that magnifying glass gives you like way more completion when completing the skill check, and then participation award boosts that chance of getting a skill check, so just overall good all around. And then her ability mic check, it's pretty good as it can highlight twisted to a distractor. However, outside having a distractor, it doesn't really have a lot of use unless it's in a blackout. I think blackouts are where V absolutely shines. Not only can she glow, but she can extract quickly, making her be able to breeze through the floor easier, and her ability can be a little lifesaver in blackouts when you need it the most. Her second and passive ability, Camera Hijack, it basically just highlights two machines to you. This might not be that useful to you until you realize that it can make finding machines a lot easier, especially knowing the fact that sometimes it can take a while to find the last machine. You can also make calls to the team halfway across the map when you see someone on the machine with your passive, which is really helpful since you can tell the team to get to the elevator and they might not even know someone's on the last machine. Unlike other main character tunes, V isn't that fast and she has below average speed, so looping spots are going to be your lifesaver. So you should always try and get behind the looping spot as soon as possible when you're getting chased by a Twisted, especially if it's a fast one like Toodles. Okay, that's all I have for the video. This video was more of an informative video rather than a guide video. But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of history on V. Kind of a mini guide if you still want to play V and know the basics and stuff.